Just thought I'd show one more detail about the Astrovan bearing. I did find another one at the junkyard, and the problem was it felt dry. The bearing, come on, focus on the bearing, man. The bearing felt dry, so decided to try to grease it. And you can actually, and I don't know if that lets the bearing pop out. No. You can actually get to where you can pack some grease in, and if you look at the front, there's this little rubber seal, and right now it's inverted. It'll push back down, but all you got to do is get a really small screwdriver and kind of sneak it very carefully in the side and get it under the seal, and then run the screwdriver around, and this seal will pop right out. When you do that, you can see the ball bearings in there, and you can see the old grease. And then that'll allow you to get some grease and just pack it down in there and get that thing working like brand new. I already started to grease it a little bit. So you can definitely bring an old bearing if it seems like it's maybe in the junkyard, maybe the column's been exposed to weather and or something, or it's got high miles, but you can definitely do a little bit of rejuvenation on that. And the back seal also pops off too, so you can clean around that. Not really as important, but you can take them apart. I don't know how to get the bearing out. I'm not actually going to mess with that. It might be part of the manufacturing process that the bearing gets, gets kind of formed in there. I'm not sure, but anyway, that's how you can to get that apart to add some grease to it. And yet one more option for the Astro bearing upgrade. I pulled another one out of I think it might have been an Express, like a Chevy Express van or something. I took a picture of it, and I'll put the picture in the video. And I almost didn't pull it, but I figured out of curiosity. This is a fourth gen shaft, fourth gen column, which is, like I said in the other video, essentially the same. And I did pull the the stock one out, and I cleaned and greased the bearing, and it does fit just like the Astro one does, but it has this metal retainer, and you'll see that it's got bolts. These bolts are little like self cutters. I know it can focus. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You have the technology. That's as good as you're going to get. It's a little a little self-cutting little bolt. And where the, it's hard to see. Actually, I'll pull the top one out and you can see it better. Where the, you can see that it does, it does attach very, very securely. Where the spring retainer for the factory cap kind of indexes with the steering column, these will screw right in. See? Right there. And I think they are evenly spaced, and there's two holes, and I think they're evenly spaced, so you can clock this thing however you want, and it completely covers all of it. That's usually left exposed, and you can see it covers the whole thing. I pulled this out, like I said, and I think the reason they use this heavy-duty cover is it was actually spring-loaded. When I took this off, a spring kind of pushed the entire whole thing out. I don't know if that's an airbag thing or what, but this looks pretty nice. I kind of like the way this looks. I think I might throw this in on my car, and then this bearing, which I just got done greasing thoroughly, which was kind of fun. I'll probably just give this, to somebody with a steering shaft. So anyway, just another quick thing. Don't let this ugly looking thing scare you away at the junkyard, because this might actually be kind of nice. It just looks a little bit nicer to me than this, cap and cover type deal. So